In a homicide, detectives must work diligently to solve their case. That pivotal moment of the case being solved or not rests in the first 4 to 8 seconds. This is a show depicting that time frame. The scene. A community is rocked by the brutal killing of a well-known young man. His body lay slain in the front yard.
Detective Maria Noches here on the scene, waiting on Sergeant Manwoody.
Rookie Detective Maria Noches has been with the homicide unit for... Well, shit, I just said she was a rookie. Anyway.
For what seems to be a manslaughter, or a boy slaughter for that matter. Waiting for him to arrive on scene so we can get to the bottom of this vicious crime.
She's under the tutelage of Sergeant Manwoody. This is her first case.
Lead from there to there. Rope all of this up. No one can be on the scene. Nobody. We need an outline of the body.
You know, Shirley Caesar once said that everybody that has microwaves usually are the ones that cook their food faster than ovens. You know, it kind of makes sense. Makes quite a bit of sense.
20-year CMPD vet, Sergeant Detective Carlos Manwoody, transferred to the homicide unit 17 years ago.
This is my community. I call this my community because there's people here and they live here, and I'm in it. So, yeah. So, right now we're on our way to a murder scene. Things have happened at this scene. We're going to investigate and find out what's going on. That's really what we're going to be doing.
And has been doing his thug thizzle ever since.
You know, I've been in the homicide department for a long time, at least 2 to 3 weeks, and things have been very hectic as I've been here. You know.
All right, just waiting on him.
You know, so this scene here is one of our first cases of the week. You know, we have not many people get murdered in this city, but this is the first murder of the week, and we're gonna go out and investigate. So I'm meeting my rookie detective here, Detective No Chest, and we're gonna see what she has to say. Okay, come on, guys. You know, so we're here arriving at the scene. Apparently somebody has died, because that's why we work in homicide. That's kind of what that means. Yeah. What do we have here, No Chest?
It's Noches. The victim's right over here.
I got
Follow
you.
me, Sarge.
Got you.
It's a little bit cold. It's been here for at least a day.
Jesus.
The boy, his body lay twisted and mangled, probably getting bit by ants or something.
So far, this is what we know about the kid.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah. Yeah, your notes are all fucked up. Yeah, as a gumshoe agent, you gotta make sure you're taking appropriate notes. So let's just make a few notes here. That's a good one. Oh, that's a real good one.
Detective Noches takes note. What the fuck is he writing?
Noted.
You're catching on well.
All right, we're gonna start that again, because
You can tell Detective Noches isn't used to rubbers.
I thought I told y'all to order plastic bags last week. This isn't.
Yeah. Detective No Chest, what do we have here?
We can get ready to investigate this.
Detective Nochez investigates the body.
All right, Sarge. I think there could be some important evidence on this.
Yeah.
You want to take a look?
Upon investigating the body, Detective Nochez takes note that this is one blind-ass little boy with no money.
Well, by the look of these lenses, his parents don't make a lot of money. These are definitely the 2 for $60 at America's Best, I can tell you that. Hey, Sarge, why don't you get down here and take a look at this?
Damn, Nochez. It's hot as fat girl pussy out this motherfucker. Damn it.
Everybody knows that fat girl coochie stay warm.
Here we have, this is a case of stank feet syndrome. I can tell by the way the shoe has vacated the foot, you know, and the toe is soft. Probably the decaying foot here. That's probably what that is. We're gonna replace that because this is evidence and I got my DNA on that. We're gonna just postpartum that. Here, this is probably what happens when Negroes, you see how it says 1920 right there? Yeah, that's probably some kind of cologne. 1920, I can probably make a lie about that. That's probably not even true. Detective Nochez, this is definitely gonna be one of our toughest cases here, I can tell. You know, niggers always getting killed and shit. It's wild. It's wild, Nochez. It's wild.
After investigating the body, Detective Nochez and Sergeant Manwoody gather evidence and determine what's going on with the scene.
So, Detective Knight, what do we have that kind of brought this about?
Well, we found some other things. Come around back.
Let's go.
Detective Nochez is built like a brick house, but her chest is built like a brick wall. Sad.
Wait a minute.
Sergeant Danwoody discovers something.
Take note. See, this here, things like this always spark controversy around the hood. And around this part, look at this. Look at this. You see that? This is keynote of murder right here. You see that? Take note. Look at that. Let's go.
This nigga don't know what he's talking about.
Jesus. It must have been someone's birthday.
Sarge. Yes, we know. That's what I wanted to show you. Apparently a fight broke out at a birthday party. Follow me inside.
Upon entering the house, the detectives discover a horrifying scene. Niggas was probably fighting over the remote, fighting over Netflix or something.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. Oh man, this is bad. Oh, he was kicking their ass. This probably is what sparked the argument. He thought he had something but didn't. Hit that shit. Bow! On his ass.
Sarge,
Huh?
I really don't think that's necessary. We came here to solve a crime, not finish a game.
Oh, yeah. The gumshoe trying to tell me how to run a murder scene. Shit. So what else you got, no chest?
One more time.
Oh, sorry. No chest. Noted, no chest. Yes.
I think now we can head upstairs.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
We're apartments. We're not that type of apartments. No chest. Come on, let's go. We have had trouble finding any suspects in this homicide, but this is a new one. Apparently, we're able to interview the victim of this case. Let's go.
First, Sergeant Danwoody gets a chance to interview the victim himself.
Wake up, son, with your dead ass. Now, you know I'm here, right?
Yes.
Why am I here?
I don't know. All I remember is that.
Nigga, you dead!
Does that look familiar? Pick it up.
Give it back to her.
Now give it back to him.
Does that look familiar?
Does it look familiar?
Yes.
What is this?
It's the same stack of cards that...
It's not a stack of cards, it's in a box.
It was the same box of cards that me and my friend used when we were playing our game yesterday.
Bet money this nigga lying.
Do you hear this, No Chest?
Motherfucker, it's no chess. It's no chess! No chess! No chess! No chess!
Well, good night.
Listen, kid, we got your number.
That's a booger pen! I got a few questions for you with your dead ass. Where were you the night you died?
Well, last thing I remember was like a flash of black. So, after me and my friends were playing cards, I went to go over to get a glass of milk. And then the second I turned around, he tackled me. Then it was just constant blindness, darkness and light flashes.
How you gonna be blind and see darkness? Your story ain't making sense, boy. Did you really die? No, did you hear this?
Actually, I think it makes sense. He was dead.
Are you dead or not?
I think so.
You think so? He thinks so, No Chess.
Keyword think. Dead people don't do that.
Dead people don't. You hear with it. You hear with it. So listen, son. What caused the argument in the first place?
After I had my full stack, you know, when we play Uno, you get 21 cards and you win. When I had Uno, I called out bingo, and that's when he tackled me. It was just...
First of all, son, these ain't Uno cards. These is dominoes, motherfucker!
And why are you smiling so hard? Dead people don't smile, I think.
With your dead ass.
Well, that can't be true. Haven't you seen Nightmare Before Christmas?
Good point. This nigga's good. This nigga's good. So, I got one more question for your dead ass. How did you die?
I think that was the first one.
That was the first question?
When I died...
Get through here! Come on, No Chess.
We're gonna have to take you in. Sit
Sorry,
tight
sir.
While we get your cell ready.
We're gonna let you
You can't take me in. They'll kill me in there.
Upon further investigation, Detective Noches finds another suspect and gives him an interrogation.
Mr. Peterson. First of all, sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Kinda. Anyway. So we've talked to some of the kids in the neighborhood. We've talked to
some of the kids in the neighborhood.
We've talked to your ex-wife. Your ex-girlfriend. Your ex-assistant.
And Zab Judah.
Him too. We got some conflicting stories, and I think my sergeant and I would like to know if you could clear that up for us.
Tell him, No Chess.
It's Noches.
Oh, no shit.
It's Noches. Detective Maria Noches.
That's why they my exes. They ain't had no chance.
All right.
Anything my exes say, I'm letting you know they a lie. Okay? I love all my kids.
But do you love the nigga that died but came back to life?
Old resurrecting ass nigga.
I mean, he's my son.
Right. I was gonna say clearly, but they don't even look alike.
He had more than one ex-wife.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing! Go ahead.
Well, I mean, 18 years.
Okay.
18 years.
Okay.
And on his 18th birthday, found out. I mean, you know the rest.
I'm sick of this shit.
I do. I used to be a big fan of Kanye, so I'm pretty sure I do. That does not explain the spilled milk in the kitchen when we arrived. The oven was still on. No kids were inside, but your son was dead. How was the oven on?
I had enough, okay? I work 5 jobs. All I want to do is come home to a nice, cold glass of goddamn milk. And the last little bit, he want to spill. I got happy. I thought the boy finally got him some. But it was milk.
Don't nobody come that much.
Good point. Well, Mr. Peterson, I think we can think that qualifies as
As a confession?
yeah.
I killed the motherfucker. He wasn't mine.
That explains it. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
He wasn't mine. He's smart, shit,
5 jobs, that was a giveaway.
Oh,
and I'm dark.
Very.
yeah.
I don't even know if he'll show up in this documentary. What do you think?
I don't even.
That's why I wore white.
It's just gonna be a white.
God is dope, but I'm going to hell because I done killed my son.
Looking like an Oreo.
Inside out.
Noches. I'm dark.
Oh, okay.
These is notes.
Thank you. We'll be taking that.
Detective Noches and Sergeant Manwoody get together to sum up what has just happened.
So what were you able to pull out of Mr. Peterson?
Well, Sarge, you were there shadowing me.
Damn sure was. Damn sure was.
I don't remember.
Take note of that. So you can call this a case closed?
I think the closed is the case.
Damn
No.
sure was.
I think you're rubbing off on me.
Yeah. Our checks do look the same.
I gotta stop wearing this top. After about maybe less than 5 minutes, we were able to get a full confession from Mr. Peterson. No help to my sergeant, Mr. Manwoody, who is not the man you might think he is. However, under his training, I was able to get that confession, and we were able to put another criminal away today. I'd say it's not gonna be too long away once I have my stripes, you know? I'm pretty excited about this. A full confession on it's just an open and shut case. It's weird to feel elated about this type of thing, but I kind of do. No chest and all. Feeling pretty damn good. Yep.
Yeah, we just had a very interesting case here where we interviewed the victim. One of the rare times you get to interview the victim after they die. They come back to life. On some Jesus type shit. Detective Noches was able to pull out a great confession from the father. The nigga was black as fuck, didn't look nothing like the dude that he killed. But apparently we found out through Detective Noches' investigation that it wasn't his real father. So which sparked some animosity there, and the milk was what sparked it all. Got milk, got murder. Case closed.
In the first 4 to 8 seconds, Detective Manwoody arrived on the scene. In the next 4 to 8 seconds, Maria Noches discovered the body and other evidence. In the next 4 to 8 seconds, Detective Manwoody made other observations. In the next 4 to 8 seconds, spilled milk seems to be the reason for the violence. After that 4 to 8 seconds and another 4 to 8 seconds, the interrogation of the nigga that was dead revealed that someone murdered him over spilled milk. In the final 4 to 8 seconds, Detective Noches cracked the case by determining that Mr. Peterson, the father of the slain little boy, was the person who murdered that motherfucker.